It's Friday and you're watching the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Shelley Whitehead. You know, we would not be here without our sponsors, and so we'd like to give a little shout out to all of those who've made this possible. We're going to start with our premium supporters, the City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Mayo Clinic Health Systems of Owatonna, Owatonna Public Utilities, Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County, who's here today, and United Way of Steele County. Also, our primary supporters, Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Little Theater of Owatonna, Owatonna Care Center, and then, of course, our interlude sponsors, Abraham Consulting Technologies, A+ Sew and Back, Brenda Bednar Mortgage, Glenn Meager and Tim Thomas of Brick Meager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House and Clare Bridge of Owatonna, Carlson Branstad and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Clancher and Son Landscaping and Concrete, Napa Auto Service, Owatonna Business Incubator, Pizza Ranch of Owatonna, Profenium Financial, R&K Electric, Snap Fitness, Steele County Historical Society, Third Hand Incorporated Video Productions. Leanne, that's such a long name. TPS Insurance. We hope you will support these people who have supported us, and make sure you let them know that you saw them here on the Owatonna Today Show. We're always looking for more people who'd like to help us out, and if you are a business and would like more information, go ahead and give Leanne a call at 390-5751. Private individuals may also support us, and if you enjoy this show and want to see it continue, please send us a check or money order or, I don't know, pennies. Please, no.
Chickens?
Chickens? Ooh, chickens. Now I'm hungry. Thanks. You can mail your contributions to Owatonna Today, 1130 North Elm Avenue in Owatonna, 55060. We'll be right back. We're going to talk, of course, with the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition with Tanya Paley, so stick with us. I'm Shelley Whitehead.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Today's fire safety message is on cooking safety, and what we'd like to touch base on is never leave your cooking unattended. Always attend to your cooking. Pot handles turned in. If something would happen to catch fire on the stove, have a lid handy that you could slide over and cover the pot. Reduce the heat, turn it off, and slide the pot back. Making sure you keep pot holders and that type of stuff off the cooking surfaces, and always maintain a clean cooking area free of grease, and clean your ovens regularly. That is today's fire safety message from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, we're Mark and Becky Stevens of the Owatonna Pizza Ranch.
And we support the Owatonna Today Show.
And we're back. It's the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Shelley Whitehead. Hello, Tanya Paley.
Good morning, Shelley.
What's up?
Well, we made it through another week of school. Woo!
I know. You know what? All the parents right now are doing that exact same thing. Kids are intact. It's a good thing.
Yes.
You know, we're going to go Teen Talk Sup. You know,
That's
text me
right.
digits. I don't know. I'm making stuff up now. I should stop. I'm so not cool. I try so hard. I can't wait till my kids are teenagers and
well,
then they can start hiding.
my teenager tells me how uncool I am a
You
lot.
know.
Yeah. So what can you do?
God love
That's
them.
our job, right?
Well, and it is our job to be uncool.
Yes.
And one of the, kind of an uncool thing we have to do sometimes is have a conversation.
Yes.
Yes.
So one of the things that I was thinking about with, you know, we're finally getting settled back into our routines and starting maybe some new schools. And I was thinking about those 7th graders and those parents of 7th graders who are new at the junior high and just getting their you know, getting their schedules set and figuring out where they're going, and parents figuring it out. Yes, right. It's a big time for 7th graders. And parents that have, especially if that's their oldest child. I remember, I have an 8th grader now, so I remember that time last year just wondering what was going to happen at the junior high. And so now that we're kind of gotten past that first flurry of things, I guess I just wanted to let parents know that we have a group of parents that gets together, talks about what sorts of things they would like to know as parents of teenagers. You know, I was saying when we have toddlers, we get together and we share our stories about our toddlers, and we get support and we figure out what's normal and what's not normal. And with teenagers, you know, you kind of need that as a parent again.
Well, and it's funny because you've had 13 years of parenting. Why would you know? But it's a whole new world.
It really
They're looking
is,
at new experiences, new influences, things that Facebook, you know, they're legal now for Facebook,
right,
all that stuff.
Right,
So there's a whole new world, and it makes sense to me that you should have someone who can come along who's been through it, now that you know you've been through it, so you can say to that parent, this is what I've done and this is what I've seen.
Yep.
It's very important.
So we've talked about actually having a program at the junior high for parents, maybe with the social worker. They're just talking about what's normal and what isn't in terms of teenage development, and talking about a lot of different things. But as you know, our coalition is really interested in preventing the use of tobacco and alcohol and other drugs. And we know that 6th, 7th, 8th grade, those are critical years just for getting exposed, starting to hear, you know, about things and having lots of questions. And so that's what we're really here to do, is to support parents in having those conversations, knowing what to say when they get asked those questions. And so I actually brought today, I wanted to let folks know, we have a new curriculum that started in the 6th grade last year and will be in the 7th grade this year for the first time, both in Owatonna and Blooming Prairie. And so when your 7th grader is in FACS, which I think stands for Family and Consumer Science.
Yes. I don't know.
When they're taking that rotation, they are going to bring home some interesting materials that will foster those conversations. And as we said, it's not a single conversation that you have with your teens about these things. It's many conversations, but helping folks to know how to have that conversation in terms of, these are my expectations, and how do you get out of situations that are uncomfortable, and you know, what would the consequences be if you did kind of
because they're not
experiment.
Thinking that. No. They're thinking about that moment, the friend's pressure. They're looking at me. They can't think. It's hard to think past that at the moment. So by setting up those expectations before, and we know they're going to have these conversations with their friends.
Yep.
And we know their friends might not have the exact best response to what's going on. So having those conversations ahead of time gives them what you, like you said, the material that they need to make the right decisions in those moments.
Yep. And actually, one of the exciting things about this curriculum, besides the fact that they get to come home and talk to the adults in their life, is that their friends, their peers, actually are the ones teaching them in the classroom about this. And so the conversations are peer-to-peer instead of an adult, because we just talked about how uncool we are.
So sad.
Yeah. So instead of an adult standing up in front of the class and saying, you know, peer pressure is not good.
Right.
It's really about peers talking to peers about that. And one exciting thing about that in terms of Owatonna is that they've really been doing this Leader in Me curriculum. And so they've been really excited about how this fits into fostering leadership in our teens, because teenage years are so exciting in terms of their enthusiasm and their wish to be leaders. And so I also wanted to tell you guys about, this is not 7th grade anymore, but now 9th through 12th grade. If you have a budding leader in your house and they're looking for a chance to give back to the community, we have an opportunity to be on a youth advisory board for our coalition. And again, our coalition includes the chief of police and the schools and the library and just all businesses, just all different parts of the community. So these young people get a chance to work with those folks, which is really exciting. So if you have one of those budding leaders, we're taking applications for our youth advisory board. It's countywide, so Blooming Prairie, Medford, Owatonna, even Ellendale if you've got a teenager there. Let me know, and our contact information should be coming up at the end of the segment, but I have an email address, we have a Facebook page, we have a website, lots of good ways to get in contact with me, and I'll make sure you get an application for your teenager to get involved. Good to get them involved in positive things.
Well, and also I'm thinking for those who are thinking about college, this is going to look great on the resume, having this kind of working with the adults and the different community leaders, having that kind of experience has got to be good for them.
Yep, absolutely. So you know, we've had some really great teens working with us already, and we're always looking for more of those.
And so when you say advisory board, are you looking for people who can talk about what they see, or what are you looking for exactly?
Well, actually right now our Youth Advisory Board has chosen a project which is working on making our parks smoke-free, and so that's just one area. When they finish that project, they'll talk about what they want to do next.
Okay, so it's actually an activity-based group.
Yeah, it's actually bringing about community change,
Okay.
thinking about what they want to change in the community, and then getting some support on how they do that. So they're going to be coming to Park and Rec and City Council and talking about that. We had during the fair, they did surveys one day.
I took that survey.
Oh, great.
I did. So I helped the Youth Advisory Board. Nice.
Yes, you did. Thank you, Shelley.
Yeah, it was really hard work. I think I got some sunglasses, so it was actually really cool.
Yeah, so that was all their idea. They designed that survey in
Nice.
cooperation with we gave them support on that. And then we're analyzing that, and we're going to let the community know what they think about tobacco-free parks, and assuming there's support for that, then we'll move forward. So it's really, I mean, obviously we want them to be good, you know, pure leaders. We want them to be already making good choices, but it moves beyond something like shock at the high school in terms of really taking on a project that's in the community. So I think that's really exciting.
Good. And you have one last announcement. You have a coalition for steering committee nominations?
Well, right. So our coalition is actually, September is the end of our second year of our grant. And,
Congratulations.
Yay. So we're not brand new anymore.
Oh, no.
And so that means that it's time for new elections of steering committee members. And we are always looking, just like we are for teens, we're always looking for adults that are interested in getting involved and bringing about community change. And so again, if you're listening and this is something you feel passionately about, we meet once a month as a steering committee, and we would love to get some new faces on the steering committee.
A lot of great stuff coming along, and people being able to get involved and talking and having the conversations. We spoke about that earlier. It's the conversations that really matter. Thank you so much, Tanya, for your time
thanks
today.
for having us.
Yep, and you can find the information on your screen about how you can get involved with the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition. And if you have questions, please, you'll answer them, right?
I will do my best.
You'll take care. She'll have a conversation with you, too. We'll be right back after a word from these sponsors.
Hi, this is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance, and we are proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Mayo Clinic Health System in Owatonna invites you to the 10th Annual Women's Health Day. Celebrate the woman within. Saturday, October 13th from 7:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Holiday Inn and Suites. Listen to Dr. Matthew Camp, plastic surgeon, on the Total You. Learn from Ashley Noble about healthy diets throughout a woman's life. Wrap up with Renee Rongan, motivational speaker, and learn about the fundamentals of a female. Tickets are $5 each and will be on sale starting September 10th at the clinic on 26th Street. Thank you.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now, I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson with the Owatonna Business Incubator. We're here to help small businesses start and to grow. We're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, my name is Dave Olson and I'm with R&K Electric, where we provide power to the people. We're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Good day. I was going to say morning, but it could be evening where you are. And you are with the Owatonna Today Show. I have Sue Schroeder and Rod Baker. Hello.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Excellent today.
I bet you're very busy people right now.
We are. We're very busy with only being, just a little over a week out in planning. We are at times scurrying, it might be.
They're working with the SulturFest that's coming up here in Owatonna. And we were saying, how many years has this been now?
14.
14 years of bringing culture to Owatonna. I was informed this is not a dairy program. There may be dairy there.
There may be some dairy there.
But we're not going to have any
it
butter
isn't focusing
churning.
with the word culture, and we aren't
There
culturing
will-
anything.
There's going to be butter churning.
There Okay, is well, there butter we go. churning.
See, and that's a little cultural. Actually, but let's talk a little bit about SulturFest itself and the reason behind it. So you've been from the beginning. This has been your brainchild, something that you've put your heart, soul, blood, culture into.
Yes.
So talk to us a little bit about the reason for SulturFest.
Well, I'd be glad to do that, but let me just say this event happens every year because we have a very strong working committee and a group of people who have really made this a primary volunteer experience, and we benefit from that every year.
There's so many things. You can't do this without the volunteers.
Exactly.
And that's great. So nice.
Yeah.
I like Susanna. She's nice.
So this is this festival is sponsored by the Cultural Diversity Network. The network itself has gone through changes over the years. It began in '96 here in Steele County, but the festival is now the primary opportunity for the Diversity Network to reach out to the public and provide an opportunity for diversity in the arts. So we really looked at this and said, let's have an opportunity for people to come together, to learn about each other, to learn about cultures around the world in a way that maybe wouldn't happen if we had a forum necessarily for conversation, but this is really around celebration of dance and music and art all around the world. And so we try to shake up the schedule every year so that we have variety and people have new experiences when they come.
Good. Rod, what are some of those new things we'll be experiencing this year?
Well, we are bringing in, what do we got? We have Irish dancers this year. We have, I can't even remember what's all their main. The mariachi band is something we haven't had for quite some time coming back.
Good.
And we also try to find ones that are probably have some representation in the community as well. So essentially the mariachi band being part of Latino culture as well. We have Mean Mary coming in this year, which is something we have. This is she's more of a folk artist.
Mean Mary.
Yeah, I know, but if you, I know it's. I think
that can go a couple ways.
I know, and the name I think is extremely misleading.
Is it?
I don't think she's at all mean, but I think it also gets people's attention.
It does. Well, it's got mine.
She's really got a great story. She got that nickname in kindergarten. The first time she did a performance, she kind of put a mean face on to get help herself have the courage to do the performance. But she plays 8 different instruments and is a singer-songwriter who spent some time in Minnesota growing up, but she hails now from Tennessee. So we're really happy to have her. She's going to play a little banjo and do a little bluegrass and guitar and violin and, well, it'll be fiddle, of course, but we're looking forward to that.
What I love is that you're talking about it, the culture and through celebration, through the arts, and definitely food is an art. That's definitely something. So tell us a little bit about some of the food that we'll be seeing.
Yeah, we have about 5 or 6 food vendors this year. We try to take, and if we can go local first, we try to use our local independent type vendors first. So Plaza Morena will be here serving Mexican food. We also have a kind of a counterpart to that as well. There's some local people that will be serving. It's a Mexican drink and a Mexican corn type of thing they'll be serving. We also have Rose Street Pizzeria, obviously representing some Italians and stuff like that, but everybody loves pizza. So,
and also Chinese, because you know that's where they invented pizza.
Well, there we go.
There you go. I know, look at educating here.
Educating right here on the show.
I might have made that up, though, so I really wouldn't go tell you, sorry.
Well, we just told the whole world now.
So it's true.
So it's true. Another vendor we have is they're Asian vendors called Q-Vite. They're out of the cities, but they've been they were here at our festival last year along with the Steele County Free Fair the year before. They have great egg rolls and wontons and quite excellent. We have our own stand called the SulturFest Cookie Booth, which we have chocolate chip cookies and milk, and you know, everyone needs a little dessert after you've had some of the other foods. And
sometimes after the spicy food, it's nice to have a little sweetness.
It is.
And they're warm right out of the oven.
Right out of the oven.
Because we bake them there.
Nice.
Anyway, so that kind of rounds out our food vendors and stuff there that will be serving. So food will be available from 11 to 5, and you can stop up and
the festival itself starts a little earlier than that.
It starts at 10:30.
10:30. And where is it located?
At Wilson School.
And indoors?
Hopefully not. We really plan and want to hold the festival outdoors, but if the weather turns poor and we have rain through the day, then we'll be inside the building.
When you were mentioning to me there's a little something for everyone, you know, of course we do have the arts, but you also have something geared towards the kids. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. We call it the Children's Passport Program. The children will receive next week a passport in all of our area schools and preschools that they can take, bring to the festival, and go to 21 different stations throughout the grounds and visit another country. They may go to the Germany booth. They may go to the Kenya booth. They may go to Italy or Denmark. They may go to Australia. And they have a little opportunity to visit that booth and learn about the culture, do a craft of some kind, and then when they're finished, then they get a stamp in their passport for having been a visitor.
Nice. Well, you know, have either of you had a chance to travel abroad?
Yes.
Yes.
And it makes a big difference, doesn't it, being able to travel and experience those cultures. So hopefully you're actually creating travelers through this kind of program where people can go and explore other cultures as well. So we talked a little bit about entertainment, the Irish dancers, which are the girls with the really cute curly hair. They bounce a lot. What are some of the mariachi band? What are some of the other entertainment that we'll have this year?
We have really expanded our demonstration area. So we have a variety of different things for people to experience. Ole Olsen is going to do the Norwegian immigration tale. His character is Ole Olsen. His name is really Roger Helsvig. A middle school teacher from the northern metro area is going to come and spin Angora fur from a rabbit.
So the
Angora bunnies.
Be there.
The bunny's going to be there.
They're very soft, these bunnies, and so then, wow, that'll be fascinating.
We have alpacas coming from just north of town, and they're going to talk about the different uses for alpaca. We have a gypsy horse, a Romney gypsy horse.
I've seen this horse before.
Vincent.
Yes.
So Vincent will be there, and Kay Peterson is his owner handler, and he'll be with us that day to talk about the gypsy experience and the use of horses, and now we'll get up close and personal with Vincent. We have an Indian artist who's going to do sand art. The Historical Society will be with us, and that's where the butter churning comes from. Cider press and butter churning and some of our American traditions, and especially in the early days. The Minnesota Lace Society will be with us, and they're going to demonstrate tatting and bobbin lace. And kids will have a chance to actually do that, and adults. If an adult really wanted to learn how to do that, they're going to have adult stations set up as well to learn how to do that craft. What am I missing? We have a group of Latina girls that are going to come and talk about the tradition of quinceañera.
Which is, what is that a little bit?
It's the coming into womanhood. It's celebrated when a girl turns 15. It's a really big, important component in the Mexican culture. And we have a lot of area girls who go through that, so we have some of them that are going to be with us.
Rod, what are you hoping people walk away from this day? What are some of the things that you hope they can get from attending Culture Fest?
One of the things I really hope is just appreciation for other cultures as well, and to hopefully learn a couple new things about it, something they didn't know, whether it be the experience of some of the stuff from our main stage performers and stuff, or even in some of the stands and some of the demo, to get a chance to get some hands-on and just to have an appreciation for other people and what they bring to the world as well.
And what does that do? Because I think you just hit it on it, so you answered my question already. But when you introduce somebody to a new culture and it opens up their mind, what changes can it bring to their own life?
I think it's just the ability to really appreciate other people. I really do. I think, and maybe hopefully the desire to learn more about it as well, and as you said earlier, to make more travelers out of people, that they will seek this out instead of trying to, I'm just going to be here in town, I'm going to stay with my own little group. So that would be one of those things that I would hope people would say, if I see it somewhere else, you know what, it's not new to me, I've experienced it, and I really liked it. Whether it be the food or whatever it happens to be.
Just that spark of interest to send them on
to say, I'm willing
adventures.
to do adventure and to try it, because there's so much out there that we can experience and learn about.
That's fantastic. Give us the details again, Sue, of when it is and where people can attend.
Sure. It's September 22nd from 10:30 to 4:30 in the afternoon. It's a Saturday. It'll be held at Wilson Elementary School, 325 Meadow Lane. And I also want to say our primary sponsor for the festival is the Minnesota Arts Board. So the dollars come appropriated through the legislature for art experiences for people in the state of Minnesota. And then we also are sponsored by Fernbrook, Family Center, by Bushel Boy, by Federated Insurance, and by Triumph Graphics. Those are our biggest sponsors.
And it costs a lot of money to get into this event.
It costs so much money.
It costs so much
not.
Not.
No, it's a free event.
It's
and
a free
open to the
family
public.
event, and I think that's another great thing to do to spend on a beautiful fall day is to come and do that. Thank you for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having
us. Make
us.
sure you check them out at the SulturFest. We'll be right back with some words from our sponsors.
Hi, Warren Abraham, Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House in Clarebridge, and we're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
In 2011, United Way funded programs provided services to over 10,000 Owatonna residents. For the second consecutive year, the vast majority needed help to meet their most basic needs: food, clothing, housing, and safety. United Way of Steele County is able to sustain a safety net of direct services, prepare our children for the future, and provide seniors with support to age in place due to the generosity of our community. Please make a donation to United Way again this year. Our neighbors are counting on us, and we are counting on you.
And we're back. It's the Owatonna Today Show Friday edition. I'm Shelley Whitehead, and we have some community announcements for you to put in your back of your mind, and remember that these events are coming up, and make sure you join us. The Minnesota Center for Book Arts is offering a workshop for teens and adults who would like to make a book. Have you thought of making your own book? Well, now's your chance at the Owatonna Arts Center, September 15th and 16th. They're going to be able to bring all the materials and tools you need to make your very own book. There's no cost for the workshop, but you do need to call ahead, and you can sign up for the full weekend or take only those workshops that you want to do. Saturday workshops are from 10 to 1, and they're going to have more workshops from 2 to 5. You can contact Sylvan Durbin at 507-451-0533 for more information. And making your own book sounds like a lot of fun. You know, we've all know people or have ourselves had some soft tissue injuries. That's strains, sprains, overuse injuries. Well, they're going to be having a Preventing Soft Tissues Injury Seminar by Maria O'Connell, and that's going to be Wednesday, September 19th from 11:30 to 12. And there's also a 12 to noon 1 presentation, opportunities for you to learn how to protect yourself from these soft tissue injuries. It's going to be at the Elks Club, and it's a lunch is provided. It's $7, and you can check that out more if you want to contact them for the Soft Tissues Injury Prevention Seminar. Also, the Americana concert with Sally Barris, Kyle, and Ben Kyle of Romantica, and Brandon Sampson. It's a triple hitter song, writer and performer, as you can have cabaret seating. It's going to be a lot of fun, $25. Contact the Owatonna Arts. And please don't forget to like us on Facebook. Make sure you get your chance to win a pair of tickets to the Renaissance Festival. We have one more, 2 people will have a chance to win a pair of tickets. That's coming up on Monday with Betty. I'm renaming people. So make sure you join Betty again as she interviews more guests. It's going to be a great week of Owatonna Today coming up next week. We'll see you then. I'm Shelley Whitehead.